Okay, there we go. I think that did it. Yep. Alright. Cool. Thanks for letting me know, Modern. I had no idea.
What is a god? A higher power? A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked?
So this guy is Theos X Arcanon, or whatever they called him. You find out in the last game that you were one of his apprentices, and he's part of this original race called the Anguithans. And the Anguithans, you find out at the end of the last game. It's kind of important information for this game, I think. So if you haven't played the last one, I hope I'm not spoiling too much for you. But you find out that the gods were actually created by the Anguithans. So they're not gods in the traditional sense. They're really powerful beings. And the Wheel of Rebirth
real, but something
was
else
created
entirely.
by Theos and his people.
Something created by people.
Which is what she says right here. I just gave you a little bit more context. And she's actually somebody that you have interactions with in your past life. And, like, you're both disciples of Theos, and you sort of fall in love, and then she falls away from Theos as she finds out the truth about where the gods came from.
And did you ever consider that these were things you were never meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
No, I didn't consider that. Theos.
Let the world see. Let them decide what to do.
And you have some, like in a good RPG, you have some critical, earth-shattering decisions
The
to
wheel
make
has
in the
turned
game.
again, Watcher. Come.
So a problem I have a lot is that my game audio is too loud. How's the balance between the game audio and my voice?
An aged dwarf shares this strange floating platform with you. His face is creased by so many wrinkles that his features lie buried amid shadowy pockets of skin. Still, the dwarf's well-practiced habits have left telltale tracks of a welcoming rictus across his visage.
Okay, good to know, thanks. And yeah, they are huge. This is cool, my character portrait right now is a soul. I think what they're doing here is they're actually Mass Effect 2ing us, which is killing but not killing your original character so you can rebuild yourself however you want.
You can see his smile coming before it blooms, reshaping the dwarf's face from a hanging sack of flesh into something resembling an oddly carved, merry gourd, replete with unhealthy bumps and discolored splotches.
This guy is weird. Oh, this is Ashley Johnson? Oh, that's awesome. I actually didn't notice. Good on them. Hello, dwarf.
The
Can I talk
creases
to
of
you?
the dwarf's face
Nope.
tighten into a smile as he gives you a
I wonder how
courteous
much narration she's gonna do. This is cool stuff. Hello, who are you?
Sit. Please.
Right. I know how to interact with stuff.
Thank you for joining us, Watcher of Cadnua.
The gaunt woman seated at the table is clad in time-worn black armor that seems too massive for her to move in.
So here's something that I'm glad they added to this game. You can mouse over stuff, and you can get, journal entry. You can get like Wikipedia entries about like the different elements of the world because it is very complicated and very involved. And this is something that I saw that they did in BattleTech that I thought that was really cool. So I'm glad that it's in this game as well. And you can't really say that one did it first because they came out within like a week of each other. So they were both working on the same idea at the same time. This is good stuff because the last game is so huge and so deep that there's a lot of stuff that you would forget if you weren't able to mouse over it. And this, this describes a little bit of the history of what I was just talking about. The god of light occupied the Adra body of Maros Nua beneath the castle and pulled himself out of the ground, destroying it in the process. And me, I guess, and probably everyone I know and love.
A pale, slender neck rises from the gorget, topped by a hollow face. The milky skin
Wait.
stretched across it.
That's
is
how you pronounce
delicate and
Gorget?
translucent,
Gorget?
like
I never knew that.
parchment has been
Maybe I've never
scraped
heard that word out loud
too
before.
many times.
Anyway, good descriptions. Clearly a god of some kind.
She is preoccupied with the arrangement of cards on the table between you. With each movement, her armor squeaks and groans as though bearing an incredible weight. She places a final card, gives a nod of satisfaction, and raises her eyes to meet yours.
This is I like that her hair is like underwater movement hair. That's cool.
Your brush with the divine has drained you of your powers, fractured your memories.
I've been
Look
Metroided.
upon these cards. They represent the courses of your life. You alone know best how they flowed. Arrange them to fit what you remember.
Alright. Oh, okay. So you can select so you can select kind of a preset of the history of how you played the last game. So, did I return the lost Hollowborn to the Deerwood children as I had pledged to the goddess Halea, goddess of the sky and maternity creatures, blah blah blah. You were kind and merciful to the people you encountered, sympathetic to their pain, and charitable to those who needed help. What about everything bad? You did everything wrong. You pledged to the bidding of every god and then scattered the souls. You pledged to do the bidding of every god and then scattered the souls of the Hollowborn to a random location. You got every companion killed. Jesus, how do you even do that? You got the worst outcome for every quest. If there's a mistake you could have made while resolving the Hollowborn crisis, you made it. Not suggested for new players. Wow, I wonder how that changes all of it. I should just be able to import my Pillars of Eternity 1 save here. Yep, that's the character. What happens if I load?
Does everything appear to be in order?
Yeah, the most fail as an option is definitely curious. I agree, Chow. No, that's not what happened. Well, I'm just gonna choose this one because I know this is how I played and beat the game. Well, let's see. You pledged to Bareth most of the. Okay, this is not what I did. I did not return the Hollowborn shows the wheel. I did Benevolent Soul. I did everything nice and good and proper and heroic. So, let's go ahead and import it and see what happens anyway. Even though this is not my. Is this my post-game save? It must be. Yeah, that's the area where you fight Theos at the end, so this must be my post-game save.
Does everything
It just
appear
knows.
to be in order?
Yes.
Good. Welcome to the Beyond. I am Bareth. One half, anyway.
Oh,
She points a finger in the direction of the dwarf who led you here.
I was just reading
Though
about
the
it.
movement is slight, her gauntlet squeaks like a rusty hinge.
Oh, so they're both Bareth. Oh, that's interesting. I don't remember them being a double god or whatever.
The dwarf's rictus returns as he nods in the woman's direction. The gods offered you boons in exchange for resolving the Hollowborn crisis. What did you do with the souls?
Galawain, strengthen the souls of the deer. What did you do with the souls? No, that's not what I did. I restored the souls to the Hollowborn. So I guess this is just going through and asking you to double check everything? Or, changing your history if you want to. But I restored the souls to the Hollowborn.
Tell me, do you remember when we last met?
Yes, in the Hall of Stars in Twin Elms. Oh, this is cool. So this is saying, yeah, this is a result of choices you made in Pillars of Eternity. Nice. Yes, this is what happened.
You did.
She places a card on the table, showing a tall tower with the gods' constellations arrayed around it in the sky.
Okay.
She places a card in the middle of the arrangement, a bell tower with no bell. Her fingertips slowly drag away from the card, faintly creaking as they retreat across the table.
Alright.
You had need of the gods once before. Now it seems we have need of you.
No, I'd say you had need of me last time too. But whatever.
The being that occupied Otnua's statue beneath your castle was the dead god, Eothas. Of this, we are certain. What we do not know is what his intentions are.
Yeah, I do really appreciate that kind of thing, Modern Chow. It is, yeah, that kind of thorough paying of attention to what characters did before is the kind of thing that I loved about, the Dragon Age series and Mass Effect. Who was Otnua? Powerful and Gwithan tyrant. Ooh. He went mad after the death of his son Maros because he knew there were no gods to ensure he would properly be reincarnated. He dedicated his life to carving a massive statue of his own son out of living Audra with the intention of drawing Mars' soul out of the beyond by force. Oh wow. Ardnua was defeated through the efforts of other Anglican tyrants, who buried him with his work. In later centuries, colonists built a castle over the ruins and named it Cadnua. Like the ruins themselves, Cadnua was considered cursed. Right, until I dispelled the curse, but apparently not good enough. And then yeah, Aothis was the god of rebirth, redemption, dawn, spring, and light. And just before the events of the first game, there's this war that happens, and Aothis is embodied in an avatar, and this group of characters get together, and they create a thing called the God Hammer that they use to kill Aothis. And of course, you know, this is just like Game of Thrones God style. But that all happens before the first game even starts. Like, you basically come into the picture after that war is already over.
Though Aothis stole a large fragment of your soul, you were strong enough to survive the onslaught and enter the in-between.
Ah, that makes sense. So when Aothis inhabited that statue and killed everybody, I'm not quite dead. He's not quite dead.
You and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power of thousands of souls, including yours.
I'm gonna want that back.
It should be little difficulty for an experienced watcher to find him.
Yeah, why don't you just do it yourself? Jeez.
No. But neither is your body truly alive. Your lungs draw breath, your heart pumps blood, but your flesh is as soulless as a Hollowborn. That is, until I return you.
So the Hollowborn were it says an infinite born without a soul. They were the central MacGuffin to send you on your quest in the first game. Children in the Dyrwood were all being born without souls. Turns out that Theos was robbing the souls the moment before their birth and powering up the Audra with them in order to infuse power into his evil goddess Boudica. And the Hollowborn were a symptom of that particular activity of his. And so at the end of the game, when I returned all the lost souls to the Hollowborn, all of those like babies that were basically, they were alive, but they didn't do anything but like lay there and eat and breathe. It basically gave them all their souls back.
She delicately places a card upright on the table. The art depicts souls flowing out of a pillar of Audra.
Destroyed my castle and killed who knows how many people. Yeah, really, I like those people. I am kind of annoyed with the gods. They were not very helpful last time around. Let's see what happens if I refuse it first. Let's add in some drama into the storyline.
Did you care for the souls of the Dyrwood who clung to you as they stumbled blindly through the in-between?
I guess so.
You are a beacon to all of the lost, Watcher. Your soul gleams as brightly to them as Audra itself.
For a moment, there is a glint in the blackness of her eyes. A flash of wondrous recollection.
Oh yeah, the Hollowborn thing is super evil. You are correct on that front. It was a very good motivator to get on with the rest of the journey.
Those who have fallen in Aothis' wake are trapped inside him still. If you will not help them, who will?
Alright.
Of course, if that doesn't convince you, I can always return you to the wheel and find someone else to pursue him.
I bet, knowing this game, if I chose this right now, it would just end the game. And it would give me like a conclusion screen that says that like, I don't know, she made your soul move on or something. But since we're here to play the game, let's play the game.
Good. Before you return to Eora as my herald, you must remember who you were, the last whisper of life and death.
For a moment, the sockets of her eyes darken, leaving the pits of a death's head gazing out at you.
Ooh.
When you can picture your own face, the Beyond will lead you back to your own kind, to the world of mortals.
Character creator. Yep. That's what I figured. So you can sort of recreate yourself if you want to. Let's see, I was playing a female in the last one. Next. The Mighty Emma are the largest of the Kith races and are common. There's Kith again. Oh yeah, the dominant races. Humans, Aumaua, dwarves, elves, orphans, and godlike. Dwarf. Elf. Godlike. Human. Orlin. Little furry people. Last time I played an elf, so I would like to play something different this time. Don't let me keep you from your Destiny 2 group. I mean, like, I'm happy to have you, you know, watching along with me as I play, but, you know, they're waiting on you. Let's see, +2 might. Affinity for water. They're known for their unparalleled strength. Dwarfs +2 might, +1 constitution, -1 dexterity. So pretty typical fantasy stuff for the ones that you know about. Godlike, who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods, though some do not consider it a blessing. These aspects may take the form and often come with mystical powers. Aberrant head shapes are typical, and godlike are unable to wear protective headgear, so near impossible to find anything that fits. Because of their unusual nature and their inability to reproduce, godlike are often viewed with fear and wonder, dexterity and intellect. Human, the usual stuff, plus might and plus resolve. Orlin, -1 might, 2 perception, and 1 resolve. So, could have sworn there were halflings in the last one. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she was just a dwarf, not a halfling. It's not me, it's Destiny 2. Okay, well that's comforting. Let's see about what kind of classes are available if I'm a godlike. Ooh, a sub-race. Oh, I forgot there were sub-races. I think in the last game I was a pale elf. Dexterity and perception, and then I went as a ranger, so that I would have so I could have an animal companion, which was fun. But I'm looking for a different experience this time. So let's see, what can I do as a godlike sub-race? The Death God. Ooh, dude. Seem to have an innate sense for the vulnerability of enemies. Against all targets that are near death, Death Godlike gain increased damage. So sound like a good combat class. Wow, nice. Bloodied or near death. I don't remember their features looking so extreme in the last game. Their bodies are hardened, granting additional armor rating. And their souls lash out attacks causing burn damage to anyone who hits them in melee. Okay, so they're definitely the frontline fighter version. Moon Godlike. In combat, the first time a Moon Godlike is hurt, bloodied, or near death, they will automatically generate a wave of healing themselves around. So a little bit more paladin-like. But I think they're all meant to sort of be frontline fighters. Although you could, of course, you know, plus intellect would probably make them decent wizards too. Souls of nature godlike respond powerfully to inspiration, while a nature godlike is under the effects of any might, constitution, or dexterity inspiration. They benefit from an increased power level. Measure the overall power of your character. All active spells and abilities are modified by power level and become more powerful as you gain levels. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if that was a mechanic that was in the last game or not. So the godlike are interesting. Yeah, I really like the fire design. It's very groovy. What are human subraces? Ocean folk. Gain a bonus to accuracy, accuracy, accuracy. So they're all the same. They just have slightly different histories. Orlin. Wild. Resistance towards resolve afflictions. When Hearth Orlins attack a target that is also being threatened by a teammate, they convert some of their hits into crits. So extra damage dealers. How about the giants here? Coastal, +2 might. It's due to a long history of seafaring or something innate. All coastal Aumaua, have resistance to might afflictions. Oh, so the resistance to being stunned or dazed. That's pretty good. The island ones, moving through water, deep sand, mud, and some objects. Unlike the other races, they are not reduced to waiting when running through such impediments during combat. Oh, so there must be more like shallow water and rivers and stuff that you run through in this game than the last one, if they're having that around. Boreal and mountain dwarfs. So there's two types of attacks. There's graze and graze. Well, there's hits and grazes. Grazes automatically do less damage, but this one says increased chance to have a graze against them. Rather, have an increased chance to graze against them rather than miss. Wait, that sounds bad. Not against them, against their enemies, maybe? I don't know. Oh yeah, you're right. They do kind of look like, when they're blue, they do kind of look like Avatar. I didn't even think about that. A straight up Avatar. Like, even down to, like, you know, the sort of flat, like, head to nose features. That's funny. I'm tempted to go human or Aomawa. Let's see. Last time I went with a ranger. I'm tempted to go with a wizard this time. So I probably want somebody who has plus intellect. The only ones with plus intellect are godlike, or maybe the pale elves. No, they're both dexterity and perception. I mean, I guess it kind of doesn't matter, because those aren't, like, huge changes in values, so I could sort of do with whichever one I want. You know, there was spells added in the last one that could make you, like, basically, like a melee wizard. So let's do melee wizard. That sounds like fun. We'll see if that actually works out, or if this ends up being a bad idea. For that one, I might want to be a godlike, because of the dexterity and the intellect. They will automatically generate a wave of healing around themselves. While a nature godlike or inspiration level, they benefit from it, so they will do more damage. Well, actually, let's just select right now, because I'm actually curious about the classes. Oh wow, they added multi-classing in this one. Gain access to higher level powers more slowly and cannot access the class's highest level powers. I don't really want a multi-class, I want a single class. So, Barbarian, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, so all the ones you might expect, all the ones that were in the last game. Lots of level 2 spells. Oh wow, the spells go up to level 9 this time. Last game they only went up to 7. Let's see. This one's a melee spell, Spirit Lance. Oh yeah, systems are way deep. Piercing Burst. Creates a burst of deadly force around the caster, causing any immunities. So these are the kind of spells that I never took with my wizard last time. The wizard that was in my party last time, because they were all like around the caster, which means that he would have to be close to people, and none of that worked for me. Powerful quarterstaff that adds deflection and pushes enemy away with a hobbled effect on each successful attack. Summoning the staff itself also pushes everyone, including allies, away from the caster. So lots of cool spells here, but most of them still seem like they're spells at a distance. Folks will banish the wizard's melee attacker. So yeah, there's spells here that are about like getting out of melee, not getting into melee. Why is there like no back button? I mean, I did preview abilities. Can I go back to here? Check mark? Oh, up here. There we go. I was looking for a back button or something. Last time I was a ranger. That was fun. Oh, the +2 to diplomacy was really good. I think that was one reason why I chose it last time, is because I could, you know, do all the cool conversation options. Priest also has diplomacy. Paladin has diplomacy. Fighter, druid. Whoa, explosives for a druid. All right. Insight, metaphysics, sleight of hand. What's that one? Huh. Cool. More thieving options. There weren't very many thieving options in the last one. Chanters, support and crowd control. Barbarian, intimidate, survival, athletics, stealth, and history. Huh, history. Paladin. Let's see, I wasn't too impressed with the Paladin ability tree last time. Mostly it's the same stuff. These high level ones are good though. Bathe yourself in holy light, blinding enemies in the area. Command an ally to increase their pace during combat. Paladin command ally to increase their pace during combat. Grant quick inspiration. Hastening command grants the strong inspiration in addition to quick. Quick inspiration upgraded to nimble. Paladin command an ally to increase their pace during combat. Granted with quick inspiration. Okay. Dexterity and inspiration. Ah, they get +5 dexterity. And upgraded to nimble. +5 dexterity and gain 100% stride. Okay, so it makes them move really fast. This one I think makes them +5 dexterity and +5 might. Interesting. Yeah, I get super into RPGs and their systems. I love this stuff. I like trying to like plan out my character from the very beginning. Monk? Was Monk in the last one? I don't think Monk was in the last one, or if it was, I never ran across a Monk character. Swift strikes. Oh man, I like this. This is the proper, like, no-handed, or no-weapon Monk thing. I might be going with Monk here. Cleanser body reduction, and reducing the duration of incoming and existing hostile effects by half. Nice. Thunderous blows. Let's see what their end game is like. Cost 5 wounds. The monk becomes one with the wind, vanishing and flash attack from many to many, striking each with a full attack. Oh, okay. I love this. This is almost like a Diablo style monk. I think I'm down with this. I think we're going with a monk. Alright, so let's see. Major role striker. Minor role defender. Resource wounds. Some monks' abilities require and consume wounds on use. A monk typically begins with no wounds until they have received enough damage to generate a wound. Certain monk subclasses may alter this rule. Interesting. Mortification. Some monk abilities require some mortification. Outside of combat, a monk's mortification is restored, ready to be used in the next encounter. This is crazy. I think I'm definitely going with the monk. I'm assuming that might and dexterity are their main. I'm assuming that might and dexterity are their main abilities, but it's kind of difficult to say. Oh yeah, here we go. I think it gave me a plus to might and a plus to, is that willpower? Alright, so let's go back. And then, let's see, if I select somebody else. Oh no, those are the human bonuses, not the class bonuses. Alright, well, it would be nice if there would be a little tip here or something about like which abilities I want more of, because that could tell me what I want in terms of class. Like, do I want dexterity and intellect? Do I want just raw might? Let's see, perception and resolve. Might, constitution minus dexterity. It doesn't say anything about which classes really use which one. Might is physical and spiritual strength, brute force, as well as their ability to channel powerful magic. Okay, so that sounds like might is definitely something that you want to have. So that would mean that I'm definitely going with either a dwarf or an Almawa monk. What are the sub-races for Almawa again? Restrictions to might afflictions. Oh, staggered, dazed, and stunned. So that would be... So I may actually end up going with Avatar Monk. Yeah, it's a tough balance of hand-holding and freedom of creativity. Yeah, I think that's true, Modern. Yeah, I think I might be going with Avatar Monk. Because, like, the ability to not be... It sounds like she's going to be moving around the battlefield a ton, so I want to be not stuck as much as possible. And the island was... Yeah, I mean, like, moving through the waves and stuff could be good, because movement stuff obviously is going to be good for a monk who needs to get into melee range every time, but we're going to go with this. Single class. Monk it is. True religion, that's a new one. Mouse over? No? Can't mouse over religion for some reason. Metaphysics, a young field. Oh, these are like... Wow, last time they just had like athletics and survival and one other. It looks like it got a bunch this time. Ooh, alchemy. Generally increasing potency and duration of effect. Alright, so drink a potion and then go in with fists flying. Sounds good to me. Alright, what are the monk subclasses? Ceremonial death rite is part of their initiation. Ow. The experience allows them to start combat with extra wounds. Nice. Draw physical strength from their wounds at the cost of increased vulnerability. Begin combat with more wounds. Hellwalker monks gain might for each wound they have. Hellwalker monks tend to take more damage from each wound they have. Oh, interesting. Order of monks who meditate on the differences between... meditate on the difference between the material world and the pursuit world through their use of mind-altering substances originating in Ixpadil. The Nelspak are restricted to their homelands, but are often disregarded as fools when traveling abroad. Really? Their extensive dabbling with the boundaries of reality can give others the impression that they are addled or simply insane. Wow. All drug effects last longer. Woohoo. Generate wounds while receiving the bonus of drugs. Whoa. So they're like fucking tripping monks. That's amazing. Oh, when the music swells, it does drown me out a bit. Yeah, I'll have to wait until I can get back into the game and lower the volume again. But thanks for letting me know. Crash penalties from drug use cause the monk to become unable to receive healing. Wow. Degenerate wounds while not benefiting from drugs. Wow, so these are like the straight up like freaking crack addicts. Unlike the other monastic orders, monks of the Shattered Pillar philosophy gain power from causing pain and harm. While not inherently sadistic, the order does attract many practitioners who delight in the suffering of others. Wow, so these are like super dark monks. Gain wounds by melee weapon damage inflicted, cannot gain wounds from damage received, requires threshold to gain wounds is increased, max wound limit is decreased. Oh, so like they gain wounds faster, but they can't use their wound abilities as much because they have a cap to how many wounds they can gather during a combat. All right, let me see if I can change the audio a little bit in there. I changed it in XSplit, so hopefully that'll help. It should be about 75% of what it was before. Alright, so let's see. So what is no subclass, and therefore incur no additional class benefits nor penalties? The Hellwalker, more wounds. I may just go with like a generic monk. I mean, like the idea of being like a drug-using monk is kind of hilarious. But honestly, I think it's one more thing to keep track of. Like having to use drugs all the time might be something more to keep track of than I really want to keep track of. And being unable to see healing, at least in the last game, that would be really bad. That would kill you so fast. Although this game is supposedly easier than the last one. I think I'm just going to go with a vanilla monk. Begin combat with more wounds. That is good. Gain might for each wound they have too. Oh, so they get... Not only they gain wounds, but they get stronger. That sounds good. Alright, Hellwalker it is. It actually reminds me a little bit of like Qigong. Which is, you know, if you've ever seen a kung fu movie, when people get hit by chairs and they don't move, that's like the practice of qigong. The monk's hands become a frenzied blur of attacks, increasing their action speed for a brief period and granting them the quick inspiration. So that's the +5 dexterity. I wonder what keywords is supposed to mean. Force of Anguish, powerful attack that knocks the target back significant distance and prones them. Keywords wound, range melee, interrupts on graze. Oh, so if they hit you at all while you're trying to do Force of Anguish, they knock you out of it. Let's go for Quick Monk. Monks are both quick and powerful. Knocking people down is really handy, so let's go with that, actually. Okay, so... Oh, okay, it tagged which ones are important. So silver, recommended for monk. Highly recommended for monk, highly recommended for monk. Okay. That's cool. Well, at least it marks it here, so I did pick a class that has a good, you know, one that they want. So dexterity is a big thing for them. I thought might would be more important, but I'm getting bonus might from being an Almala, so that's good. Let's go with that. And then definitely up the dexterity, since that seems like it's really important. And constitution is probably because of all the wounds I'll be receiving. 15 is agile, 15 is healthy, so I'm on, like, you know, the threshold of different abilities here. Resolve. Will and deflection defenses. Oh, deflection is probably really good for not getting knocked out of abilities. To resist direct melee and ranged attacks against the character that are not area of effect, it is defined by the character's class level of resolve. They may also be influenced by shields, certain weapons, talents, and other effects from fellow items. Okay. So, I'm not sure how much melee attacks I really want to reject if I'm trying to build up wounds, but we'll see. We'll up this one a little bit. Let's go with another couple points in dexterity and another in constitution, just to like really fall into this class. Whoa, culture, okay. Oh yeah, these histories, oh, your dad is into Tai Chi? I studied some Tai Chi in college, actually. It was a lot of fun. I assume stats for equipment. I assume stats are for equipment and talents. Do they play into other aspects? Yeah, this is a lot like D&D, where, oh, excuse me. Yeah, stats play into everything, and your equipment can also boost your stats. So there's, you know, a back and forth, what would that be? A dynamic relationship between the two. And so your history stuff, like the history that you choose, so it obviously gives you these bonuses. So there's reason to choose it there, but it also factors into the dialogue that you have in the game. Like if you have the right history, you have different dialogue options as opposed to other ones. Hey, Stocky. Good to see you. So let's see. +1 resolve. Aether is once powerful and enforced with the loss of its Ceres, and the Deerwood reduced its stature. Yeah, the Deerwood is basically a colony of the Aether Empire. It used to be. Hundreds of islands. So I mean, if I am from here, this is just another dexterity. So I mean, playing into the whole like monk thing, that could really work. +1 resolve. Old Valia, the once crown jewel of the southern seas, now the squalid remnants of an empire warring merchant nations. Counting many humans and dwarves amongst their rain-filled valley countries, still forced to be reckoned with, they are proud of their rich cultural heritage. The southernmost of the old empires of Valia suffered a similar fate. Blah 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 blah. Intellect. Powerful naval kingdom of the Rauatai is dominated by the coastal Amawa and ruled by Ranganui, the title of the ruler of the Rautarian Empire. Oh. Currently the most prosperous of the old empires, Rauatai has expanded aggressively into the Deadfire Archipelago, which is where this game is basically taking place of. Marks the eastern edge of the known world. To secure their natural resources to secure natural resources that are scarce in their native storm-torn land, Though folk, dwarves, and orlans can be found in Rautai, most of the merchants and remnants of the old kingdoms Rautai conquered when they seized power centuries ago. Let's say the Rautalians came to their land from the Deadfire Archipelago in the wake of terrible cataclysm, but the details of that event have been lost to time and in the imagination of storytellers. Interesting. I'm a little too quiet at the moment, but I have to get back to, because right now if I hit escape nothing happens, so I can't get to my audio adjustment. I turned it down in XSplit, but apparently XSplit I can only turn it down so much. The living lands +1 might. Okay, so I think I might just go ahead and be from the Deadfire Archipelago. Eastern edge of the known world, dominantly populated by island Aomala, moving the tribe of the Guana. The chain of hundreds of islands spans the... Okay, great. And more dexterity, always good for a monk. Oh man, now I gotta have a job. Oh god, what was my job? Slave. Survival, athletics, streetwise. What does streetwise do? Basic rules, survival, urban readiness, as well as appropriate etiquette for dealing with unsavory types. Merchant. Mercenary. Laborer. Is athletics the same as it was in the last game? Yes it is. There'll be these events that pop up that are mostly just story elements that like you can choose characters to tackle them, and these secondary skills matter. Survival, mechanics, alchemy, survival, diplomacy, history, drifter, sleight of hand, buff, streetwise. Well, I'm not gonna be a thief. I don't feel like being an aristocrat. I like explorer, survival, diplomacy, history. Let's go with that. Oh man, weapon proficiency. Isn't there just like, you know, fists? Unarmed? Bows, crossbow, hunting bow, war bow. So yeah, there's pistols and firearms in this game, which is kind of cool. Stiletto, spear. You can actually wield a spear in each hand in this game. That could be pretty cool for a speedy monk character. Sword, half sword, warhammer, hatchet, mace, flail, battle axe. +20 crit. What's the difference between that and then attack time? Oh wow, now they don't just see quick and fast. In the last game they only gave you like an approximate. This is cool. I can actually see how fast they are. 0.5, 0.7. So it looks like they're mostly 0.5 or 0.7 in terms of speed. Considering I'm going to be doing a lot of attacking, that's important. Club. Club could be fun. Seems like that's a good monk tool. And yeah, it's definitely not forest type survival, thank God. Quarterstaff. Quarterstaff is fast, that's a good monk tool. Question is, do I want to go like 2 one-handed items, or do I want to go 1 two-handed item? Which is cooler? You know what, I'm gonna go with a club. Because I never have chosen a club as a proficiency in any game, pen and paper or computer or otherwise. Modal ability. Oh, so club's modal ability is bewildering blows. Deal less damage. Alright. I'm not sure I want that. Defensive strikes. Increasing deflection. Unbalancing strikes, interfering strikes. Lower their will defense. These attacks deal less damage. Well, that's only if I turn on that modal, which could be valuable. Oh, and I get another weapon type. Okay, so I could have a club in one hand and something else in the other hand. A hatchet? That sounds like an explorer tool. Interfering strikes. Poke and slash loudly with your attacks, interfering with your abilities to focus their aim at the cost of damage. Rending smash. Damaging the target's armor at the cost of recovery time. Oh, a rapier. That's what that is. Windmill slash. Gain penetration at the cost of recovery time. Okay. So not only do you have like swing time, you have recovery time. So that defines how fast you can actually attack. I imagine I'm going to be wearing pretty light armor. So I'm not super worried about recovery time. Let's go the second one with a quarterstaff, because you can actually, I'm sure it's the same as in the last game, where you can have different weapon loadouts equipped, and I can switch to quarterstaff when I think I need more defense. Alright, character portrait time. It's everybody's favorite time. Nice, lots of portraits. I don't know, it might be smart, we'll see. Not a whole lot of Aomao portraits, are there? These are clearly like all the godlikes. Those are nuts. Yeah. I guess she's really the only one. That's fine. That's cool. That's a good portrait. Cloth colors. Let's see. I wonder what it would look like with... What's this thing down here? Oh, full body. Full body and face. That's cool. Those skin colors are fine with me. Hair, primary and secondary. Secondary like highlights or something? That's weird. So that's where it is by default. What's the primary? Oh, okay, so it is like there's like a base to it. I see. Hey, you get some cool mixtures. Let's kind of have her match her portrait. I sort of like that hair color. With the skin. That's weird. You can't go any darker than those colors. Yeah, that's a pretty bright red. Alright, we'll just go with the blue then. That's fine. That's fine. Cloth colors. So that's where you are now for your primary. Kind of like that burgundy red. It's a cool color. I think we'll go with that. Head. Oh. Choose the different face features. That's cool. Oh, and eye color. Wow, this character creator I think is more detailed than the last one. The red eyes and sunken cheeks on that one are pretty cool. This one's probably supposed to be like that one monk type, or it would fit with that one monk type that's all about like inflicting pain on others. So wider. I think this one looks a little bit more like the character portrait, so I think I'm gonna go with that one. Works for me, man. Look at all the hairstyles. Which one am I wearing now? Nope, it's not that one. Oh, that's cool with the one big braid. Everybody likes a good mohawk. Haha. Those are some good mohawks. Whoa, nice. This one actually looks like some kind of wild witch. That's great. Big old ponytail that clips through the clothing. Braided cornrows are kind of cool. I think I actually like her default one best. This one. That one actually looks the most groovy to me. I like to choose hairstyles that like look like an adventurer might have. You know, something like that could work, you know, for like a barbarian or something. So I mean, the only thing that I don't like about her default one, which I can't find now, about this one is like the gold clips that are in it. But that's fine. I wonder if that's something that you can change later. You couldn't in the last game, but you know, some games was like, go to the barber. Anyway, we'll go with this one. Looks like something a monk would wear.
Quick and quiet.
Yeah? I'll lead the way.
Let's go.
Time to see and not be seen.
Oh yeah, one of the they added the voices as an add-on from Critical Role. It's like some free DLC. So if you've ever watched Critical Role on on Twitch, they actually added their voices.
Eagle eyes.
Wait here. I'll go on ahead.
I've got an arrow with your name on it. I'll be right back. How can I help? Trinket takes point. I guess this is it. Quiet as a cat's paw.
Let's go. I'll teach you a lesson.
Bring them down.
A blade in the dark.
What is it? Now I am the leader of the group.
Onward. Let us end this. Stand together. You'd better run.
I kind of like Cocky. Cocky's not bad.
Vax has got nothing on me. My turn. Trinket takes point. The rest of you can follow my arrows.
Vexalia isn't bad either.
You hurt my friends! Wait here. I'll go on ahead.
Oh, Modern Chow with the emotes. Look at those.
But you have eagle eyes.
Awesome Critical Role emotes, dude.
I don't know if I'm the leader you deserve, or
I've got your back!
Go for the eyes, Trinket!
Go for the eyes, Trinket. That's very appropriate.
Death to our enemies. Take him down. Show him how it's done. No prisoners.
They won't see us coming. What is it? Now I am...
Attack. Leading the way. Charge.
Easy now.
Definitely want, like, you know, kind of a big, strong voice.
Nothing will slip past me. Yeah?
I think it's between Cocky
You're
and
going
Vexalia.
down.
Vexalia.
Vax has got nothing on me.
You'd better run.
I've got an arrow with your... I'll be right back. My turn. Trinket takes point.
You're mine!
I'll go on ahead. I'll lead the way.
Attack! Take him down!
Nice and slow. Yeah?
Yeah!
That's smooth.
They'll never know I'm here. Right here. I got this. I got this.
Go for the eyes, Trinket! Vax has got nothing on me. My turn.
Not too sure about the accent, actually.
Death to our enemies!
Nothing will slip past me. Ready when you are. I'll lead the way.
You're going down! Watch closely, darling. My turn.
Yeah.
Quick and quiet.
I've got an arrow. Watch closely.
Yes, I know. I spend a lot of time on these kinds of choices. We'll go ahead. We'll use a fun voice. Heroic pose. Average pose. Hunched pose. Oh, wow. Straight up hunched. Roguish. Sassy. Stoic. Stoic is good. That's definitely sullen. Nice. Yeah, definitely lol at hunch. I'm a monk. Look out or I will punch you. I think probably stoic is good. Chilling out, all monkish style. Name. I'll just do the same name that I used the last game. Elohir. It's a token-ass token name if I ever heard one. Monk, Hellwalker, Mortification, Deadfire Archipelago, Explorer, Club, Quarterstaff, Force of Anguish, Wounds. Alright. This looks like everything.
Go forth now, Watcher, as my herald. Know that I do not give you this title lightly. When the time comes, you will have the power to reveal the souls that cling to you, to open the gateway from the in-between to the waking world.
Okay. So has the time come?
Find Aethys. Learn his plans. When I have cause to talk to you, I will summon you.
With a quick gesture of her hand, you feel a sharp pain in what would be your chest. The pain continues, intruding deeper into your soul. Looking down, you see a small lump of darkness roiling within you. The darkness lingers there, but the pain abates and fades entirely within the span of a few seconds.
What did she do to me?
A chime. Do not fear, Herald. It will not harm you unless you choose to cross me. I trust it will not come to that.
Her gauntleted hand gestures to the dwarf, hovering nearby. The dwarf nods, contorts his face with his odd smile, and gestures to a new door.
Alright, so let's go ahead and turn down the audio. Turn down to like 50%. Still I can hear. Come on. There we go. Try more like 45. Yep. Hopefully that makes it a little easier on y'all. Oh, that's interesting. The camera is following where I walk instead of me like moving the camera like you do in the last game. Yeah, I guess we'll be hearing a lot of Laura Bailey now, huh? Like, it doesn't have your main character speaking all your lines of dialogue like in a BioWare game. So your main character, you just hear her when she's like performing an action, going into battle, all that kind of stuff. Oh. Whoa, we're on a ship. Cool. What's the statue? Oh, cool. So the steward was the statue at Caed Nua, who you talk to, and basically like is basically the living entity of your stronghold in the last game. Super cool stuff. So I'm assuming I just go here. Yep. Soul back into body. Oh, audio seems good. Okay, good.
The return to your body feels like waking after a fitful drunken sleep. The rocking of the ship sends pain jolting through your limbs. Crashing waves hammer inside your skull. Adair watches over your body with a glazed look, taking long, even tokes from his pipe. At the first movement of your chest, he starts. His gasp, mid-puff, sends him coughing and straining for breath.
Yeah, Modern, in the last game, your stronghold was sentient. It basically just worked as a character interaction to upgrade your keep and guide you through like how to get through the keep related quests and stuff like that. But it was very cool. Like I liken it to kind of like a Edie in Mass Effect 2 and 3. So yeah, Adair, he was one of the people that you meet early on in the last one, a super solid fighter. I'm glad that he didn't die.
No, there's no way. You're awake. What are you doing awake?
He has a good voice too.
How are you feeling?
Mystic, philosopher. Oh, I don't have either of those things. That's interesting that it shows you what they are too. And I think this is an option that you can turn off whether or not you want these little indicators, but I like them. Yeah, it is a very cool D&D solution, I agree, for the stronghold thing.
Me? You don't remember?
Adair points at his face, which he seems to be arranging into his most recognizable expression. Receiving no response, he shrugs.
I'm the captain of this boat, and I was real big back in Deerwood. Had this keep called Cadnua. I was famous, and I was what you'd call a watcher. I'd go around talking to dead folks and creeping out just about everyone who saw.
He holds up his hands with fingers curled to mimic claws.
So he's talking about me, actually.
You're just some farmer. Likes to follow me around. Take most of the beating for me when we get attacked.
That's a good joke. Because obviously that was him.
Don't worry, it'll all come back. Well, maybe it was you who was going around being a creepy watcher. I get mixed up easily. But that fortress was mine. I remember that. Anyway, you didn't answer my question. How you feeling?
A lot of pain.
That might have been me. I've been slapping you a little harder each day, trying to wake you.
This game already has better jokes than the last one.
I never dreamed it'd work.
Adair stares with disbelief at what would likely be his slapping hand, examining both sides. He shrugs.
Well, you owe me.
I hate to cast a pall over your recovery.
Hey.
I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
What up, steward?
The voice echoes from inside the bust. The remains of the steward of Cadnua.
Cadnua has been destroyed. Aethus possessed the statue of Maros Nua and rose from the ground, consuming the souls of all nearby.
Bummer.
It is only by the exceptional strength of your soul that you survived. And even then, just barely. The further Aethus withdrew, the weaker you became. We chartered this ship and followed him to the Deadfire Archipelago.
Wow. Thanks for that, guys. It's a good emote for this situation.
I know not how, but it seems he has retained a piece of your soul, and proximity to it has brought you back.
How could you know all that? You've been faking on us.
He pokes at your shoulder with one finger.
That's interesting. I wonder why this choice is a response from the first game.
Misfortunes brewing topside. Wait. Magrans fires, the captain stirs.
An older man with ale-sour breath rubs his bloodshot eyes and stares at you.
Engrim, the smell of drink on your breath could wake the very dead. Now what's this about?
Pirates. They're demanding parley with you, Captain.
Oh, nice.
I know this is asking a lot, but you better arm yourself and get on deck. Should be some gear in there.
He indicates a nearby wardrobe.
I wonder if like all these lines are actually read, because there's a shit ton of this kind of stuff in the last game. Oh my god, she must have gone hoarse reading all those lines. If they really are everywhere. Scribble and cross out many points on this globe. Kaizo. I wonder what Kaizo means. Oh, I can highlight it down here. That's awesome. Mythical island rumored to be somewhere in the Deadfire Archipelago. Oh, so clearly we were looking for a Deadfire Archipelago. Hey, look at that. A quarterstaff and a club. How handy. Mail armor. Hylea's bounty. Plus 10 defenses, plus 2 all skills, plus 25% max health. Is this a drug? A blessing for fulfilling your promise to her. Oh, from the last game. Ah, awesome. Do you eat it? Because it's a cake. Is it an endless cake? Who knows? Alright.
Alright, now make some use of it.
On it. Oh, this game already has better onboarding than the last one. That's interesting. Well, I know how to do this stuff already. Thanks. So first of all, main hand. And then my secondary weapon set. Then I guess let's go ahead and put on the medium armor. Although I'm not sure that's much better than fighting in clothes for a monk, but whatever. Does it increase? Because this is like recovery time 0, recovery time 35. But I do have resist to crush and freeze, so maybe it's worth it. Uses, oh, it's only uses 3, so the cake is limited. Bummer. Can I like, I can't move the cake around? I just use it from the inventory? I thought I could put it in quick items or something. Oh. Can totally change a few things. That's cool. Can change the portrait too. Oh, and the voice. That's good. I'll let you change that after the fact. AI behavior. Monk aggressive. Oh, wow. The AI definitely got more involved. This is a lot more like Baldur's Gate AI. So, like, the, yeah, so in Baldur's Gate, you could do, like, basically these if-then statements to say how each of your party members would act in different situations, and you could... They had default ones that you could pull down, like Monk Aggressive, you know, or Monk Cautious. But you could also, you know, like, elaborate on them. This is interesting. I'll have to play around with that later and see if I can set up some AI behaviors, because that was a huge help in, like, the Baldur's Gate games. I don't know how much it's going to matter in these, but we'll find out. Oh, and down here where this ship management button is, that's where your stronghold management button used to be. So now we're on a ship.
The pirates of Deadfire are notorious. I suggest you deal with them quickly.
Get armed and suited up. We gotta get on deck.
Alright, on our way. Let's see how it feels to be a monk.
Well, what have we here? A little sloop? Lost and alone
Oh, near the storm. Okay, so she clearly doesn't read every line. Corkscrew scowls as he assesses you, his hair whipping about his ears in the wind.
I'll be taking your ship now, if you don't mind. And especially if you do.
I think I mind.
Well, at least he asked.
I am a gentleman of fortune.
Really? Are you now?
Give her up easy, and I'll see you get a swift death. It'll be bloody and agonizing, sure. But at least it'll be quick.
That was no aristocrat and mercenary. I could have had a couple different ways to talk to him. What do you want me to? Pirates? Storms pretty loud. Did you say you're surrendering? How strange. Make a rude hand gesture. Fire all cannons. Aim at the mouthy one. I think I definitely gotta go with this one. There's like no question.
Then he's going to wear his breeches on his head and dance for us? Did I hear that right?
Thanks for playing along, Adair.
Aye, but but the breeches are gonna be stitched from your skin.
Ooh, scaly.
You got a smart mouth on ya. Careful. That'll get you killed faster than any blade.
Mm-hmm.
Listen up, mates. I'm off to spear me a bigger fish. One with sharper teeth like.
Oh, sure.
I'm trusting you lot
Run away.
not to cock this up. Don't damage the sloop when you take it. Play with the crew if you'd like, but don't bring me any prisoners. None that are alive.
You heard, Benwith! After him!
Alright. So there's a few new things here. Let's see what happens. Okay, hostile to you. Yeah, this stuff I know. Dispositions, I think, is new. Oh, right. Okay. You've gained a reputation and a disposition. Dispositions represent how people receive your personality throughout the world. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favored by some people, and benign reputations sometimes bring out the worst in certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad. Oh, interesting. So it's like, I wondered... Oh, okay. See the icons? Flexibility, show personality, reputation, default settings. Okay. Equipping items. That one I don't need, and interacting. So that's interesting. The health bars look a little different than they did in the last game. Pirate, pirate, pirate. Force of Anguish. Powerful attack that knocks the target back with significant damage. That sounds like the right one. And then I'm not controlling Adair at the moment, just me, so that makes it a little easier on myself. Haha. You got interrupted. Eat club! Wow, this engine runs even better than the last one did, and I was just playing the last one yesterday. The engine runs better and the art is better.
Take cover!
Defeated the pirates, but you're not out of trouble yet. The storm picks up, lashing your ship and driving you dangerously close to a rocky shore. The Defiant's crew hurries to reduce sail and batten down the hatches. Defiant is the ship purchased for the last of Caednawa's riches. Man, I had a ton of riches, too. It's borne you from the eastern reach to the Deadfire Archipelago. They work quickly, but the ship is listing heavily. Let me guess, we lose our ship and have to get a new one. Oh no! But knocks Chutapec, one of our deckhands, off his feet. No! Chutapec! The Defiant heaves. Chutapec. Oh, I like how there's the little sound effects in the background of these story things. I don't know if you heard it because I was talking over it, but you could hear him getting hit by the crate. Chutapec pitches over the side. He grabs onto the rail, but his fingers are slipping. He cries out for help. Meanwhile, the runaway crate totters to the edge of the deck, ready to plunge overboard. You recognize the symbol on the front and realize it likely contains salvage from Caednawa, your keep. Well, we're gonna rescue Chutapec. Come on. You grab Chutapec's arm just as his grip fails. For a tense moment, he hangs suspended over the roiling sea. Then, with a mighty tug, you pull him back onto the deck. You hear a heavy splash. The crate from Caednawa is gone. Chutapec, meanwhile, nods in gratitude and hurries to his station. Meanwhile, the storm has nearly driven you ashore. A flash of lightning reveals a treacherous coastline and Eothas striding into the distance. Whoa! Wow, we're right on his ass. I mean, kind of literally. The lookout barely has time to shout a warning before the Defiant runs aground. Alright, so we're on shore now. Much better tip screen than the last game. Oof.
You've been getting a lot of sleep so far on this trip. I'd have woke you, but you look so peaceful with your face in the sand.
It's probably warm.
If you're worried about the ship, you can stop worrying. It's wrecked right over there.
Uh-huh.
So far, it's just you and me and the chair lady over there.
Yep, steward.
It's a relief to see you awake, my lady. I worried you were in for another long sleep.
I don't really hate boats.
Ran aground, looks like. Statue headed inland. Guess he had business here. Or he needed directions.
I do sense a few survivors close by. The rest... You could give them guidance, but they are beyond any other help.
Ah, so I can talk to their souls. Interesting.
That is, assuming this experience has not diminished your abilities as a watcher. If you can see the souls of our dead and speak to them, it would be a great comfort.
Yep.
The view's better than I would have thought. We better go see if they're all right.
Any help here, Bareth? Yeah, seriously. Whoa. If I was a priest of Bareth, I could have done something. That's what I figured.
I'd shout for Aethys, but I'm worried he'd hear me and come over.
Seriously.
I'm afraid I won't be much assistance in that regard. And not to doubt Master Adair's capacity, but even he would need supplies.
That's true. Steak, especially.
Ah.
Patching
Jokes.
the hull is only the start. You're going to need help getting the Defiant out to sea again. And a crew, for that matter.
Let's see about the other survivors. And somehow we gotta get the ship repaired. I don't want to be paddling out of here on a salvage raft.
For
Cereal.
now, I'd say your best bet is to find some sign of civilization. If nothing else, we may be able to hire on a shipwright. My lady, if it is not too taxing, could you explain how it came to pass that you were returned to us?
Oh, I guess you don't know what happened. Squint dramatically while looking out at the ocean. I returned as the Herald of Bareth on a special mission to find Aethys and learn what his plans are. I love this squint dramatically. She sent me back to figure it out. Oh, that's funny. Well, I definitely don't want to be a Herald of Bareth. I'm more inclined for this one. The gods are too dumb.
Could be they're just not dumb enough to get in Aethys' way up here.
Well, that could be true too.
A perilous endeavor indeed. Castle or no castle, you are still my lady, and I will aid you to the best of my ability.
Thanks, steward.
Well, I suppose we better get a move on.
Adair, I have to do this on my own. Just kidding, let's go. Oh, wow. You can multi-class your companions now? That's cool. He can be a rogue this time around, or a swashbuckler, which is a fighter plus a rogue. Man, he was such a good frontline fighter last time. I kind of want him to just continue being that. Although I sort of like the idea of evolving him into something new. Meh. Let's go with fighter. So far, we're the vanilla group. Alright.
So many souls lost. Surely someone else survived.
Fire kelp. So, there are a lot of, this is interesting, this must be a new thing that has to do when you're on the seas. There's a lot of ingredients and there's lots of reasons to, a grappling hook and some lockpicks. There's reasons to pick up everything because, at least in the last game, you could enchant, you used all your ingredients to enchant stuff. I guess we'll hang on to this dagger for now. Nothing else, we can sell it later. Whoops. Didn't even look at what was on you. Oh, sweet, I have some pets. A beakhead. Whoa, the pets now give you like extra stats too. Did they always do that? Defiant apparel. Captain's Eye. Resistance to perception afflictions. Saint Druga's skull. Saber one-handed. This sounds like something that should go to him. And then let's see right now. Yeah, you're just wielding a saber. How about a magical saber? Ooh. Wait, why not? Saber one-handed. I don't understand. Oh, is it only an offhand? I don't really understand how that's working right now. But anyway. Oh, it's not a saber. What was I looking at then? Yeah, it says saber one-handed. St. Draga's skull. 20% chance to deal additional burn damage on hit. Maybe it can't be equipped with a shield? Nope, it can only go on the offhand. That's very interesting. Alright, well I definitely gotta have a pet equipped. Boop. Giant miniature space pig. Cosmo. Aw. Who's the captain now? Oh, complete with eye patch. Ha, great. I love it.
I agree. This clearly belongs with me.
I agree, the music is nice.
Good. Maybe just this once.
Some good Laura Bailey line right there.
Of course, darling.
I know how to do that, know how to do that, know how to do that. That's fine. Can I just get on the ship by touching this? Far worse for wear after its impacted landfall. The hull is splintered in several places along the keel, while the tattered sails stand as evidence of your battle with the pirates. The deck of the Defiant is well out of reach from here. The ship groans like a beached whale each time the waves roll in, but it doesn't seem to be listing further. You may be able to climb up. Athletics. I can't remember. Oh, I have rope and grappling hook. Let's go ahead and just use the rope and grappling hook. That's clearly why I found it in the container. Bloop. Up we go. I really like the way they do like those RPG moments, like pen and paper tabletop stuff that way, you know? It's fun.
You're looking better, Casita. That, or I'm worse off than I thought.
Casita. A Valian term for captain. Cool.
It's my leg, Matico. It hurts even worse than it looks.
Heh. It's basically Italian or Spanish. Irena's leg bears a bloody gouge along the length of her shin, and the swelling around her knee suggests a nasty break. What's this? Oh, survival 2, so I can craft a splint, or I can carry her back down. 2 self plus 2 party assist. Oh, nice. So your party stats matter in your dialogue choices now too. Yay! That's a really nice addition. Let's do the splint.
I wasn't planning on going for a run, Casita.
Uh-huh.
It still hurts, but I can manage from here. Agrasima.
Thank you. Yep.
Have you found any of the others yet? I'll start a fire. If any of the others are out there, hopefully they'll see it and turn up.
Good idea. Thanks for taking the initiative. I like a crew that can think for themselves. Climb down.
Come along, Trinket.
Yeah, if it didn't. Oh, there's my giant miniature space pig. Womp womp. Yeah, if I didn't put the grappling hook on there, you probably would have had to do like a chance encounter each time. Roll the dice to see if you fall when climbing up or climbing down. Do I have like
How can I help?
Oh, those are my wounds. Gaze through your target's eyes, you're temporarily frightening them, so that's a watcher power. I'm just wondering if I have like a thing like in Divinity 2 where I can just like see people's souls, you know. Wand, potion of minor healing, copper pan. Oh, there's a soul right there. I guess I don't need it.
Hope the rest of those sodden bastards made it.
Can't say anything else?
At least my leg don't hurt anymore.
Seriously. Alright, beer. Everybody needs grog. Small shield. Oh. That's where you started the fire. Cool. Plus 45 health restored. Oh, do they not do the endurance and health thing anymore? That's interesting. Whoa, bombs. Distracted for 15 seconds. Huh. Alright, give me all your loot. Because in the last game you had two types of damage. You had endurance damage and health damage. And you could, your endurance damage is what most, like you'd see it going down their player portrait. And endurance damage is what most attacks, enemy attacks did. And you would run out of endurance damage and be knocked out. But you could also take health damage. So I think they replaced it with like maybe so he's got a health system and then there's wounds. And as a monk I want wounds, apparently.
Oh, that's easy. Of course, darling.
Hey, there's a survivor. I saw you there for a second.
Margaret, here. My flame burns yet. Is that ye?
Fire conditions. Wax jacket is soaked through. He appraises you with a bleary-eyed amusement.
You woke just in time for the fun. Fighting off motherless raiders one moment, flung into the freezing depths of Ondra's bosom the next.
Ondra's one of the gods.
Aye. Magran learns us poor bastards that a little excitement's good for the heart.
I'm glad that somebody has a pirate accent in this world. I mean, come on. This is true. His name was started with a D.
Aye, but almost mad ain't fully mad.
Durance. Yep, that was him.
Ah, old Durance. The goddess shan't forge another like him in our lives, Captain.
I hope not. He killed a god, or was partially responsible for the death of Eothas in the first place.
There's nae getting the ship back underway without repairs. Yonder road inland seems the best chance of that. You want to be kicking some of the corpses before you go, see if some cry out. We need a crew if we're to set sail. I'll see you at the campfire, Captain. Magran's flame warms my soul, but these ale... Good, good. I'll keep an eye out for others, Watcher, if you'll do the same.
Will do. Later, Eldingrim. I assume Eld is a term of endearment for an elderly person.
Mind the boars, Watcher. I can't hold them back.
Oh yeah, so see, here we go. Wading through water. That other Ao Maua type wouldn't care.
Hey, Suey. Suey.
Combat attack results. All characters in the game have 4 defenses against attacks. These defenses are based on their attributes and items. The more powerful the character, the higher their defenses will be, the harder they hit. Yep. Attack roll is a random number. Wow, they really explained it out this time. Yeah, I already know all this stuff. Not important to the moment. Wounds, 2 of 10.
Oh.
Give me some pig pork.
Maybe just this. Already there.
It is good to see you well, Watcher. I believe the boars were hoping for easy meat.
Hey, it's Chitapek. He kind of looks like a monk.
The bosun, Beadle, is in that cave over there. Ran in after a boar. Stubborn old dwarf.
Huh.
After we made landfall, you mean? I woke and Beedle was close by, swearing fit to bring Andra's wrath upon us a second time. We began to search for supplies. I came over this way in hopes of gathering some of that blood moss over there. I thought it might be of use. I imagine the boars had the same idea. I was able to calm one of the boars with a spell. For a time, at least. By the time I was through, I had lost sight of Beedle. I remained here, hoping he would return quickly. He has not. I will make for the campfire. I must get this pistol cleaned if it's going to be of any use. Be careful in there, Captain.
Will do. Calm the boar with a spell, so maybe he's a druid or a ranger?
How can I help? Come along, Trinket.
Probably a ranger. Oh.
Clever.
Give me the loot. And into the cave. One thing's for sure, the load times are better than the last game too. Stealth. Yep, to have this enter stealth. I don't really care about entering stealth with these guys, they're both frontline fighters.
I guess we're not the first to head this way.
Nope. You are not. Cannon shot. Oh man, please tell me that's for ship-to-ship battles. Repair supplies, torch, hardtack. Huh. Awesome.
Of course, darling.
A pox cap. Another ingredient to enchant my gear with. I'll take them all.
I've marked.
This character's own ability bar. Yep. Yep. Draw power from a resource unique to each character class. Barbarian, fighter, monk, paladin, ranger, and rogue abilities draw from a pool that is full at the start of combat. Monks don't. My abilities aren't full at the start of combat. Each ability subtracts a cost from the resource until it's entirely exhausted. Unlike barbarians and fighters, druids, priests, and wizards do not have a common resource pool for their abilities. Instead, each fighter can cast a number of spells. Chance to do that. Chants, ciphers, and monks start with a fraction of their total resource pool. That is more correct. I think the monk was not supposed to be in that other thing. It's a typo. Total resource pool, and must build it over time in each fight. Each class gains their resource in a different way. Unlike all other classes, they continue to replenish the resources throughout a fight. Right, so that's definitely a good thing about a monk, because I will never run out of my resource, but I do have to constantly regenerate it. Let's see, what abilities have you got? Yep, you got knockdown, which should be like 1 per fight, right? Always quiet, range melee, 1 discipline. Oh, cost of discipline. Oh, it costs a resource now. Ah, right, because they were just talking about resources. Yeah, they definitely changed up the combat system here. That's cool. Well, anyway, go attack. You too. Knock him down. Oh, I guess we don't have to. Hey, cellular arrest, what's going on? A chitin leg. That's gross.
Oh, that's easy.
But I guess we'll take it. There's a skeleton up there. Deeper into the cave over here. Going down.
I've got an arrow with your name.
Whoa! Nice crit. That might be better than his current shield, in case I switch back to a shield. Let's see. Deflection 8, deflection 8. Nope, they're the same. I can go in the stash. Even though it sort of didn't. I saw there was another skeleton up here. Oh, what does this say? Huh. It's not letting me read it.
My turn.
These little magnifying glass things are just for
my broom.
descriptions.
Is that all?
I may have to switch out of Laura Bailey's voice because it doesn't feel like it's fitting this character. We will see.
Of course, darling.
Oil and lockpicks. Definitely more adventuring gear. We'll take it all. This is like the first CRPG I played where adventuring gear is actually important. Where you use oil for like little RPG moments and stuff like that. Okay, I'm getting a combat encounter thing, but I'm not seeing any combat anywhere. Alright, well, whatever. There he is. That's a bug. Ow. Ooh, yeah, definitely took damage there. Knock him over. You knock him over too. Oh, you're both already on it. See, this is the ability that they're using to the left of their health bar. Do it. Wow, he must be kind of immune to being knocked over. Recovers health based on the user's athletics skill, so I could do that. I wonder why I should care about their will defense. At the moment, probably don't. Because I think will would mostly be used. Interrupt. Yep, I knew that already. I know how engagement works. Well, let's go ahead and use your second wind, because I think you can use it like once per rest. Ah, there she is. She knocked him over that time. I should probably have a dare being facing this guy directly. Come on, hit him. There we go.
What's a metal killing machine doing out here by himself in a cave anyway? Collecting his thoughts?
Seriously. I'm with you, Adair. Yeah, it's weird that the voice samples aren't very contextual for her. I mean, they'd be really good if I was playing a rogue or a ranger. Medical supplies. Iraq. Medicine 1. Surgeons. Oh, okay. So it's ship resources and some booze for the crew.
Oh, all right. Maybe just this once.
That art looks about as good as it smells at this point.
Nah. That was a good one.
Damn pirates! Andra, take your scabrous souls for fish food.
Hey, there's Beodul.
Beodul! Still alive and calling everybody scabrous, I see. Well, now we got a bosun. Just need a boat.
Adair! And I see that corpse we've been carting around is looking a slight more sprightly.
Yes, I am.
Good to see the two of you, but mind your step. I've got myself in a spot of trouble. Been trying to find a way past without losing a leg or getting a face full of poison.
Bunch of requirements not met. All like, I can't bluff, I don't have enough perception or mechanic skill, I'm not smart enough, or any good at sleight of hand. I'll see what I can do. That's my only option. Let's do this. Let's take this saber. Give it to me. And then Adair, let's put your shield back on. And then I am going to dual wield the torch and the club. Sound like a plan, man? This also seems like a time I should quick save.
Already there.
See that?
Oh, traps detected. Yes. Does anybody have the mechanic skill to deal with these? Not me.
Is that all?
Nope. Probably not a dare.
Would you look at that? I got it. That looks like something.
That's a lot of traps, alright.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's easy.
How to get him out of this situation when I don't have anybody that can disarm traps. Maybe I can find somebody or something else.
You're going down.
I like these arrow indicators that show you who they're facing and who they're attacking. That's a lot better than it was in the last game.
How can I help?
Warhammer, medium shield. Medium shield, medium shield. Alright, that's all the same.
You've got it. Oh.
Principal hat. Principe, leather armor. I may want to be wearing leather armor instead of the heavy armor. What is he wearing? He is wearing medium armor, Saints War armor. 755. 755. Alright, and then where is that leather armor? Did he dare have it? Oh, there it is, right here. So it's 533. So yeah, it's definitely less, but less recovery time too, so she's attacking quicker. Oh, and now she looks more like a pirate. Even better. I'm so glad I did that. And let's compare this to his existing armor. Crush and Freeze versus Pierce and Corrode. Same recovery time. We'll just leave you with the Saints War armor. It looks cooler. Stats aren't that different either.
This would be so much easier if I had my broom. I've marked my target.
Hello, Seabat. Let's back you up just a smidge. I'm both gonna try to knock him over. Yeah, well done.
I've got an arrow with your name on it.
Ah, the bestiary. I forgot about that. Yeah, defeating creatures unlocks entries in the bestiary, so that like when you mouse over them, they tell you like what they're resistant to and what they're vulnerable to. It's very handy stuff.
Come along, Trinket.
Oh shit.
Clever.
Cave coral. Whoa! I took that whole mound.
Oh, all right. Maybe just this once.
I mean, I realized my character is large, but I didn't realize she could carry that much. Let's see, have I been everywhere in this cave? Yeah, pretty much. Only thing left really is to help out the dwarf. Well, there's other stuff over here, maybe. Yep. Let's see what's down there. Let's speed it up a little. Some more cave coral. Clever.
Hey, watch it.
Hello. Why don't you go ahead and knock down that guy and get ahead of everybody. I'll move to the side just a smidge here. And now I'll try to knock down this guy since they both have pistols. Hit him. Hit him. There we go. Go for the eyes, boo! Go for the eyes! It's pistols and shields and bones. Waterlogged note. Still no sign of Benwith. How much longer are we gonna wait? The wet's already ruined half our take. And yeah, like that art that we found earlier. Get your stinking construct under control. Ah. Well, I guess now when we know what happened to everybody in here.
Alright, but I'm keeping what's in there.
You've got it.
Figures. No like bash option in this game either, I don't think.
My turn. Already there.
I need your key. Pirate Lord guy, wherever you are. Wasn't on the construct, unfortunately.
That's gonna be hard to clean.
Yeah. Ring of Minor Protection. Ooh. +5 Fortitude, Reflex, and Will saves. We will take that. And I'm going to put it on me because I'm suffering slightly more damage with attacks. Scroll of Fan of Flames. Well, we'll hang on to that for now, even though neither of us can read it. So, underwater passage. I didn't see that when I was over there. Speed up time a little. Go over there a little quicker. Ah, interesting. Where does this take me? Cool. Tunnel seems to extend a short distance before turning sharply, but you cannot see where it leads. Well, I have pretty good constitution and dexterity. Oh, and I definitely have some athletics. Let's go ahead and swim through. Watcher only check. Athletics 2. What's his athletics? 2. Okay. So what do I do? Oh, okay. Partway through, Elohir starts to lag behind. Panic sets in. The remaining distance comes close. Adair returns to help, pulling Elohir forward to safety. You come up into what appears to be another smaller cavern where sunlight streams in from an opening in the stone. Okay, so that was the underwater passage. Valario's Rest. Is that a settlement? Oh, wow.
Told him not to bring that thing in there. Didn't like the look of it one bit. But no one daren't speak poor of his precious animancy tech.
Quick, deliberate steps, muttering to herself all the while. Her long cape flaps in the wind and blows from the in-between.
Special gift from his contact, he says. Now it's acting all weird. Gives me the damn creeps. You feel it too, right? Like it's looking straight through you?
She turns piercing purple eyes on you, shakes her head and resumes her pacing.
Came out here to get away. Couldn't stand it staring at me anymore. Then... Oh,
I think it killed you.
Anyway, you want a Benwifs? Haven't seen you for, but he's been bringing all sort of new folks on lately. Can't hardly keep track.
Perception 11, which I definitely don't have. The sneering little jerk. Design of a ship? Ha, no. I'm gonna kill your boss next time I see him. Hold on. Animancy tech? Yes, Animancy is a science of soul manipulation. But you're dead. Let's get some more info first.
Oh yeah, one of the crew got it off those Valian bungholes. The ones what with the fancy ships and jaunty caps. We swipe things from them all the time. Spirit? Wait a tick, is that why everything's all grey? Hell, that explains some things. And here I thought maybe I just bonked my head. Look, maybe we should stick together. Feels right, you know? Well, with you being the only other thing around and all. I can give you a hand with, spirity stuff.
No kidding? I've always wanted a ghost friend. I've got spirity stuff covered. Sorry, my entourage is full. Wow, I could actually have a spirit hanging out with me for a while? I think we gotta do that. No kidding, I've always wanted a ghost friend.
And I've always wanted to be a ghost. Look at us, all in accord, split up 2 peas. I just hope you know where you're going, because I ain't got half a clue.
Still seeing ghosts, huh? I suppose you're stuck with that.
Sweet. Potion of minor healing. I don't think he has one. Stun bombs. That's interesting.
Maybe just this one.
Foul, right. So they've been there for a while, sounds like. And that seems like the only place I can go. Alright, back into the sea cave.
Come along, Trinket. Clever.
Pick up the ink harp. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere else to go. Back it is. Swim through. Right, Baron. Well, I don't really know how to get you out of these traps. Can I throw the stun bomb? Yeah, I could try that. Nope.
Hey.
Womp womp.
Well, don't see why not.
Really need somebody with mechanics. Already been here, already been here, already been here. I mean, I suppose I could just step on the traps, but I feel like there's got to be a better way through. So, let's go talk to my crewmates, see if anybody has a better idea. Help me! Help me, I can't solve it on my own. Hello, Spirit.
There's nothing for miles.
I mean, true. Looks like I've been just about everywhere except to town around the bridge. Oh, hello.
Hey, fancy seeing you here. I can't see much of anything really, apart from you. Just endless gray. What happened?
Afraid you didn't miss. Shoot, go toward the light and all that.
It's weird. I thought death would be different. Big light and so on. But I don't see anything at all. Just you.
Suppose you're my responsibility now.
Oh. Suppose that sounds nice enough.
We can all only hope to
I'll
have a
follow
spectral
you
compatriot.
then, shall I?
Yeah, seriously, Modern. Yeah, come along then. Huh. Well, that's the second spectral companion I've got following me along.
I'll boil up some water. We'll have a spy at that leg of yours.
Should have seen me with that barrel, Engrim. I showed it who's boss.
Magrin gives some of us simpler trials than others.
Yay, banter. I like RPGs with banter.
I suppose we are lucky to have found land.
Good news, Captain. I found some supplies must have washed ashore. Even better. I've located some spirits. The mundane kind, I mean. Nothing that requires your talents.
I found some of the other kind. Ba-dum-bum.
One up north, near the cave. Could have been that stuffy goat Beodul.
Well, I tried already.
Was too loud. Quit standing here for one. Worth having a spy about this. There is a cave to the north. Could be some of our fellows sought shelter there. Kith live here. I ken that much. Means we're a sight better off than we could be. Of course, it's surely pirate territory.
Truth.
They've a number of bolt holes out this way. I'd nae be surprised if that cave up north is one of them. Could be they lie in wait for us even as we speak.
Also truth.
There must be other survivors out there.
Anybody got an idea on how to disarm a trap? These are only open for locks, but you gotta have some mechanic skill, of which, you know, he and I have none. Athletics, explosives, stealth. Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I think the only thing left to do is to either go step on the traps myself, or go to a settlement and try to find somebody with some mechanic skills to join me for a little bit. Yeah, I agree. It does seem like Rogue Thief territory. Which, I think, what's-her-face down at the beach with the hurt leg, she seems like she's probably the Rogue's type. Yeah, okay, I know how to do this stuff already. Going to the settlement. Oh no, found supplies. That's interesting. Wow, so you don't just go from one destination to another, you actually navigate the map. Cool, this is not at all like the last game. In order to get those, you probably have to be in a ship, I guess, let's follow the trail. Oh wow, and the time of day is changing. It's so cool. On the road event. Just milling around it. Approach openly, sneak closer to observe, return the way you've come. He's the only one with stealth. Let's sneak closer first. Complete success. So near the car, you make out a group of Red Saren pilgrims in rough-spun linens and cottons. A single draft horse stomps at the ground impatiently, as two of the pilgrims argue over the front right wheel, which seems hopelessly stuck in the mud. Alright, well, approach openly. Okay. So did the dreams bring you here as well? Dreams? Believers. All to the one in the light of Eothas. Yeah, well, he didn't destroy your castle. You've been having bad dreams. Or dreams. 3 stars sailing through the sky, piercing the black storm cloud. Well, you're kind of not wrong. But sad to say, we could not follow them. Wheel stuck as it gets. None of us are strong enough to lift the cart. More than one of tries, we just get in each other's way. The pilgrims now stretch out, suddenly remembering their aching bodies. So I could do Priest Eothas, but I am not a priest. Ha! Threaten. Hand over whatever valuables got, or you'll be meeting Eothas sooner than you think. Nope. Let's inspect the wagon. It's undamaged, but the wheel is stuck fast in the mud. Okay. Reckon you can lift it? What's this one? Sleight of hand? Attempt to steal the strongbox. Oh, damn. I believe I can lift it. Oh man, his might is 16? I believe Adair can lift it. Damn, boy. Oh yeah, I got a reputation point for that. Oh, cool. There's like a whole reputation chart and everything. Interesting. Raise the wheel up from the mud with a grunt. A young Dawn Star stands in shock for a moment, reacting just in time to thrust a thick board into the wheel. It takes the better part of an hour to lay down a safe path for the wagon to roll free of the mud. The laboring Dawn Stars glisten with sweat, but laugh happily as they sing a song of praise for Eothas. Yep, good job, buddy. Results, 2 hours passed, and a little bit of reputation. Pretty sure without you, who knows? They begin the preparations, and you take your leave. Hey, they gave me a little bit of money. Take care of yourself, soul, traveler. Whether you come for Eothas or not, we know in our hearts he has come for us. Well, I'm glad you believe in something. Oh, reputations. Here we go. Reputation UI. The Watcher's reputations and dispositions are displayed in the reputation wheel. A companion's reputation wheel displays their reputations with other party members and any biases they might have. Oh, that's interesting. So he's anti-Leaden Key, anti-Eothasians. Oh, Adair does not respond well to criticism or hostility toward the followers of Eothas, because he was one. Or I guess might still be animal kindness. Oh, so these are the things he responds positively and negatively to. That's cool. It's like, you know, oh, I sort of know their personality. And then here, I have a reputation of 3 with Children of the Dawn Stars. That's cool, and there's a little background when you mouse over it, too. Disposition, aggressive, benevolent. I'm a little bit clever. That's from my responses, probably. Cruel, diplomatic, honest. That's cool. So these dispositions will definitely tell you how other people or how NPCs in the world are going to treat you once you've built up these reputations and dispositions. Cool, man. That's groovy stuff. What's over here? Fresh fruit. Port Maj. That looks like a settlement to me. Okay, an empowered ability is cast through the user as if it were 10 times stronger. Is that what it said? I don't know. I couldn't read it. Nice. Mid-spring / my prima. Alright, sounds like a plan. Let's go back to normal speed.
What if the giant comes this way?
Please, everyone stay calm.
And now we're in Jamaica.
Please, everyone remain calm. I assure you I will do everything in my power to get you the answers you need. Our friends among the Huana.
Travel to Barbarian Island now. Oh yeah.
Have offered you hospitality and safety from the storms.
Yeah, no kidding. The Amawa woman folds her arms. Isn't that where I suggested that my monk came from?
Yes. I think we are all keenly aware of the debt of gratitude we owe to the...
I have personally seen to the safety of your homes. Now you will do the same for our families.
Seriously.
What about our families?
What about the ships? How are we supposed to feed ourselves? If everyone would...
Hi.
It's one of the pirates.
I'm not. Look around. Where?
Everyone stay calm. I think it's clear our guest is nothing of the sort. 2 of my guards reported a ship flying Deerwood in colors. Fallen prey to a private vessel. That would be your ship, I assume.
That would make her lucky. Your own vessels do not usually fare so well.
Ooh, snap.
Quite.
I'm gonna be on my way. If I was all that lucky, I wouldn't have clashed here.
Percamblanca, everyone, forgive me. I believe this matter requires my attention. You have my word that I will keep you apprised of any changes.
Oh, saved by the bell, huh?
Especially you, Mr. Ikawa.
Do not flatter me with Vailian titles. You are distracted with your newcomer and wish me gone. But I will not go far, Governor Clario.
Yeah.
Giralde, as for you, stranger, let us speak at my estate. We'll discuss your predicament.
Okay. Can I talk to her first?
I am for friendlier fires. If you would speak, seek me out in our village.
Okay. Will do, eh? Commoner. A tower warrior, dock worker. Commoner, Roparo worker. What's going on over here?
Accept the light, and you shall be redeemed.
Oh goody, more mercenaries.
Se futito, Madicchio, I did not sign up to be burned.
Idling, that's what. Making ourselves feel all requited. We just missed one of the biggest reap-ins of all time. What about the souls that need us?
Do not push me on this, you wayward child. You'd leave the living forlorn to service the dead?
Here, I'll light them all at once.
She's an early lit lantern and intercompatible before the priestess bites her lips, swinging harder and faster, lithe arms hurtling the weapon with a deceptively hidden strength until she thrusts it hard out toward the crowd, splattering everyone with wax. Well, that's one way to do it.
Hell yeah, it is. I call that the... Are you by any chance looking to help the people I saw die in my dreams?
I suppose so.
I'm guessing you're not here for the baptism.
Looking for an otter statue? Yay, high, inhabited by Aothas.
I knew it!
Man, there's a lot more funny lines in this one than there was in the last
Gon's
game.
been
At least
calling
I
me
remember
here.
it.
Left the breadcrumbs in my dreams.
Oh, God, okay. Oh, so that's why they're all about the reaping and stuff. Gone is an answer of wrongs and imbalances. This has contributed in no small part to Deerwood's enthusiasm for vigilante justice. Popular regard for Gone is polarizing. He's appreciated, feared, and characterized by a grim sense of finality. Interesting.
I need to get inland. If you're going, I could help you. Swear on my soul.
Let's talk about it real quick.
Gone's a smidge of darkness in the light. He was the part of Aethys who divined the dignity of dying and the return journey to life. Oh, hell. Now where are my manners?
Seriously.
I'm Shodi, child of the Dawnstars and priestess to Gone, at your service.
Their friendly shake. The faint trace of a smile forms on Adair's lips. Ah! Because Adair likes the Dawnstars. He's pro-Ethosians. That's awesome. Clergy and priest. Wow, so far I could have done a lot of stuff if I was a priest, but oh well. Priest of Gone? Not Aothas? Hehe.
Darn right I am. Why? You know an awful lot about Gone?
Do all children of the Dawnstars worship Gone? Not much, no. Gone's an aspect of Aothas. Now let's ask this question.
Sure. Most of the Brethren believe in him, but they believe in Aethys more.
Apparently, Adair likes her.
Shame how they got it backwards, ain't it?
Blasphemy. You will cease your black-tongued utterances this instant, or so help me, Choti.
Shodi's eyebrows rise along with her hands, Kyle's palms out in a show of both her surrender and her unrelenting rebelliousness. Aw, yeah. I like rebels. Oh, that's a rather interesting view of it.
Figure I'm a bit unorthodox, but that doesn't mean I'm wrong.
Unorthodox is good.
More than unorthodox, it's profane.
Blah, blah, blah.
There are souls needing their last rites. I ought to shine them the light, else they might get lost.
Enough nonsense, Choti. No one knows if anyone's even died. You've no business going in there, risking your own safety, risking our mission.
Sure she does.
Wenglith, you guide the living and I guide the dead. Gone bids it and I dreamed it. Leave it be.
Yeah, seriously.
We all serve our purposes. So what's yours? So you can see souls? That's a handy talent to have. I know my harvesting would benefit from it.
Probably.
And here you are, following my god.
I mean, in a way.
Watcher, will you take me with you?
I'd enjoy the company of a priestess. Why not? Perhaps you'll prove useful in dealing with Aothas. You can tag along as long as you don't get in my way. Say that you join me. How'd that benefit me and mine? No, I won't take you with me. Yeah, I'd enjoy the company of a priestess.
I know an offer rare as hen's teeth when I hear it. Yeah, I'm taking it.
I don't suppose you have any mechanic skill.
You won't regret this.
Ooh, she and Adair.
Hey.
At least take care, child. Come back to us in one piece. If not for my sake, then Samhain's.
So don't tell her. What the High Priestess doesn't know won't hurt her.
Yeah, seriously. Dude, I really like that there's relationship stuff happening between the NPCs, you know? It's not like they're just embodiments for interacting with the main character. It makes it seem a lot more alive. Alright, so she can be a priest and a monk, or a contemplative, which is a priest plus a monk. Well, we've already got a monk. Let's go pure priest. Sorry, we're going super vanilla so far, it seems.
I got it. Can we talk?
Companion conversations. Companion reputation. Press the... Oh, I already did that one. Companion conversations. One of your companions wants to talk. Yep, that's why Adair said, "Can we talk?"
What do you need?
Sure, buddy, let's talk.
The children of the Dawn Stars. I wondered if we'd run into them down here.
You don't
There's
sound
someone I used
surprised.
to know. Just an old friend. Came out here to settle with them last I heard. Maybe we should ask around, see if she's still out here. Might be she can help us.
Just a friend, huh?
Ho ho ho!
Oh, well, both grew up in Gilded Vale, same temple.
Insight. Where does insight come from? Huh. Diplomacy. You can trust me, you know. Stare at Adair.
All right. We used to,
you know.
She was real loud, too. Used to have to cover her mouth or she'd get the dog howling in the next room.
Aw. Stopped a few sentences ago. I get the picture. That's my favorite kind. Loud is my favorite kind? Yeah. Alright, that sounds good.
I knew you'd understand. You're gonna like her. I got a good feeling.
Hey man, what's the point in being on an adventure unless you're trying to have fun?
You've got it.
Find someone who might know Adair's friend. Well, let's just start with Wenglet
You watch
since we're
over
right
her,
here.
you hear? That's one of ours whose fate you've taken into your hands.
She can take care of
And
herself.
you know her better than her own brethren.
You look, but you never see me. The Watcher's got a keen eye, spotted my potential.
Please just guard her well.
I will.
Do you seek a blessing from the light?
Oh, there we go.
If it's a fellow missionary you seek, then you might talk with Nordegand at the temple in Neketaka.
Okay.
She's been around a while. Knows more of us than most anyone else.
Sounds good. Sounds like a good place to start. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find the mayor. Kraken's Eye, upper floor. That sounds like a bar / inn. And then I'm going to go find the mayor, like he asked me to. Let's see, he said he was in like a mansion or whatever. This looks like the mayor's estate. I'm gonna go find the mayor. I'm gonna talk to him real quick, see what's up with that, and then I'm kind of hungry, so after that I'm gonna take a break for dinner, and then I will be back after dinner. But why are you all just standing right there? Anyway. Alright, vaguely racist mayor. Let's see what's going on. Oh, that's him. Sorry, not mayor. Governor. Ooh, la-di-da. What? It
Is that all?
slammed the door in my face. Loisa. Alright, Governor Clario. What do you got to say for yourself?
Yes, there you are. As governor and under the auspices of the Valiant Trading Company, please allow me to officially welcome you to Port March.
Sure, whatever.
I'd like to say the pleasure's all mine, but I try not to lie.
Ah.
Don't worry. I'm only here on account of her.
Of course. I see you've been as quick to involve yourself as ever.
Yep.
Apologies for that little drama outside. These are confusing times, and people often react poorly to uncertainty.
I will. Thanks, Modern. I'm gonna go get a mission-style burrito that is guaranteed to provide enjoyment. So this Governor Clario, people often react poorly to uncertainty. Yeah, and poor leadership.
Between the storm, the pirates, and the, well, certain strange events, we are all a little on edge.
Did you understand? You said you could help me. Strange events?
A few, well, quite a few people here in Port Marge claim to have seen a giant of some kind during the storm.
Oh, it was real.
I would call it a flight of fancy, but unless something has tainted every well in the region, I do not think it can be ignored. But then, the Deadfire is a land full of such things. You must have heard the stories.
Yeah, I know exactly what it was.
You'll find good company among the Dawnstars.
Oh, he assumes that I'm just a religious nut. Alright,
all
fine.
manner of theories concerning the behemoth. Now, to the matter of your ship. You're stranded, are you? It was a rough landing by all reports.
Yes.
Unfortunately, our own ships are in no condition to sail. We've had dealings with the pirates ourselves. They've taken their share of supply ships. The storm saw to those berthed in the harbor.
Indeed.
All that said, I believe I may have a solution, provided you're willing to help me.
Of course. What could I do for you? I just got here. I'd be happy to help anyway I can. I get it. Things are falling apart and you need me to save you. Oh, come on, man. I'm the lady of Cad Nua. Couldn't I, like, you know, owe you a favor?
Cad Nua? A dear wooden castle, is it? An interesting proposal, to be sure, but I'm afraid the matter at hand is rather urgent. I have the guards on the lookout for pirate vessels looking to take advantage of whatever damage the storm caused. We've cannons enough to see them off, but I need every man ready to use
Let me guess. I need to find cannonballs.
There is a site of some considerable value elsewhere on the island. A value to the trading company. In point of fact, it's the very reason any of us are here.
Interesting. Lots of colonial colonizing going on.
You're familiar with the luminous Adra trade?
Yep. Apparently I have some metaphysics from being a monk.
It's also quite valuable. When refined, it sells for considerable sums. The trading company has invested a lot of time and money into locating sites suitable for mining and processing.
You messed up and only tried El Ferrito for burritos while you're here? El Ferrito's pretty good. I mean, they're not the best. Their main virtue is that they're a decent burrito that you can get at like 3 in the morning. But there are other better burrito places around, to be sure. But no, you didn't really mess up. It's still a good place. But yeah, I mean, if you're ever in San Francisco in the Mission District again, there's a million of them. And they're all good. Okay, let's see. The site is valuable for mining and processing. How valuable?
Valuable enough to make sailing across the world seem like a sound investment.
That's a good point.
We, and I hope you understand that these matters require some discretion, have one such out. We sought to improve the refinement process. To that end, we hired some of the brightest minds in the field of animancy and brought them out here to lend their expertise. And then one evening, a storm rolls in out of nowhere, and my scouts begin to report that the giant
you messed up in that you only got one.
The island towards my dig site. What am I to make of that?
Yeah, I get that. Towards your dig site, probably because he's going for the Adra.
We haven't heard from Mestre Odorisi since, nor any of his assistants, or the workers. I must know what has happened. If Odorisi, if his work is lost, then everything that we have worked for is at risk. Which is where you come in. You need a ship, I need information. See to this for me, and I'll set half the town to work.
That's actually
and you'll
pretty
be
good.
free to go on your way.
Could I bug you for somebody who knows how to do some freaking mechanics? Let's see. I can do that. What's this one? Hunter. Interesting. And if I find this Odorisi, do you have any idea what might have happened? Alright.
Why, take his report on the situation and remind him that he's under certain contractual obligations. And relay my deep relief at his good health, of course.
Of course.
I told you what happened, but you wouldn't listen to me. We could have prepared for this level of destruction. But what do I know? I'm just a priestess with prophetic dreams.
Oh wow, she literally is wielding a lantern. That's cool.
The Huana storm speakers should have kept the worst of the weather at bay. I can't imagine what else might have happened. There are wild beasts on the island, but they wouldn't have attacked an active dig site.
Stop across that, and you're worried about some research? I mean, it's a good question.
If Aothis happens to strike down the council, perhaps then I will have time to spare for him.
Impassioned. Sodi's eyes gleam with dark amusement.
Please do not repeat that. We each have our debts. Whatever you believe is going on, you can see it for yourself. That is precisely what I want.
Alright. Fine, if it gets me off this island.
Gilard, then we are agreed. I will assign men to keep watch over your ship. You will find the dig site on the eastern side of the island. I'll mark it on your map here.
You'll do it for the Watcher, but not for me? I see how it is.
Huh.
Yes. Why wouldn't I want a pack of Dawn Stars crawling over my Adra mine in search of their lost deity? One more thing. If you should recover Odorisi's notes, know that they would be of great value to me.
Sure. Alright, well, did some leveling up, that's good. I could give myself the mechanics, but I'm not going to waste it on that. Alchemy. Arcana, knowledge of all things to do with metaphysics. Passive skills, bluff, diplomacy, history, insight, intimidate, metaphysics, religion, streetwise survival. Let's see. I feel like a monk would be pretty good with the whole athletics thing. I don't really care about stealth so much. Let's go one more athletics. I'm fine with that. And is that it? Saying no. Oh, I got a passive skill to up to active and passive. Cool. Let's see. All but the most honest adventurers find it useful to stretch the truth on occasion. Unscrupulous denial, feigned ignorance, gross exaggeration, and bald face lying are all covered in this skill. That's kind of funny. Definitely know a little bit about religion. People may be evasive, lying, prying, or preoccupied with other matters. Insight is used to empathize with someone and understand their underlying emotions and motivations. Now let's go one more insight. I like being able to... Seems fitting. Oh man, I get another ability already? Sweet. Lesser wounds. Upgrade for wounds allows the monk to gain wounds when receiving damage. Lowers the monk's wound threshold, allowing them to gain wounds at a faster rate. Oh, I see. So this is that, and then this just adds that third line onto their lesser wounds. Lowers the monk's wound threshold, allowing them to gain wounds at a faster rate. I don't really want to do that one. I can't take any of the level 2 abilities, right? I could take Swift Strikes, have another level 1 ability. Oh, it looks like those... Oh, I can take one of these too? Cool. Oh, any of the level 1 abilities. I see. This is a spreadsheet. I see this now. Gain an additional weapon set. Well, I definitely don't need that. I don't care about that right now. So, we're gonna take a Swift Strikes. Alright. I guess we're good to go on her. Let's go with Adair. What's Empower? You can now empower your abilities or yourself once per fight. You can use Empower on an once per fight. You can use Empower on an active ability to make it much stronger. Alternately, you can use Empower on yourself to replenish a portion of your ability resources. Ah, cool. That's a fun mechanic. To just be like, I'm gonna give myself an extra powerful spell, or for in this character's case, the ability to cast more spells. Very cool. How to use it. You can only use Empower once per fight and a limited number of times between rests. Oh, okay, so once per fight, so this guy has a pool of 2 that he could use between rests, and he's using 1 for this fight. Or using food or drink while resting at other locations will restore all the characters' Empower points. Cool, man. Alright. Explosives. That's interesting. But let's just go with athletics as well. And then, oh, you have an Intimidate and a Streetwise and Survival. I like Streetwise. I like you having some Streetwise. That's interesting that you're... This game seems to be really focused on using your character's abilities and reputations and all that stuff that for your whole party in a lot of the dialogue and RPG choices. I'm liking that a lot. Knockdown. Discipline Barrage. What's a Wear do? 50% of grazes converted to hits. Oh, that's good. Basically, up your damage dealing. Monastic Unarmed Training. Though not as effective as a monk's unarmed strikes, benefit from increased accuracy, damage, and penetration as you gain. See, I knew that there was like something with unarmed strikes with monks. Fast Runner. Increasing stride and granting a defensive bonus against disengagement attacks. Arms bearer gain an additional weapon slot. I think let's go with Fast Runner. I like that he likes his pipe. I'm okay with that. Alright, and finally, let's go with Shoti. You have no mechanic skill either. God damn it. Fine, Arcana it is. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just, you actually don't seem very diplomatic to me. In fact, I kind of like upping your bluff a little bit here. See if that actually becomes useful at some point. So, I believe... Okay, so I have to choose class ability, so she's... It's not like the last game where you just get all of your priest spells. So what have we got here? She already has Blessed Harvest. Reap an enemy in the name of God. If the enemy is bloodied or near death, they will receive significantly more damage from Blessed Harvest. Okay, so that's just a straight combat spell. Dazing enemies. That's good as an interrupt. Cast time, recovering time, loud. Dazed for 7 seconds. Wow, that's a long time too. Suppress affliction. I remember that I used this one a lot in the last game. It's nice that it's a level 1 spell now. Halt! Causing the temporary cease all movement. That's basically another stun. Okay, these are more inspirations. Punish their sins. Anti-inspiration. Holy power. Let's go for interdiction. Alright.
How can I help?
Okay, so I think that's it until after dinner. I'm just gonna take a break for a while, grab some food, shove some beer in my gullet, and I will be back. So first things first, let's quick save. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you later.